I fault Gen X for some of the shortcomings, not necessarily the millennials, because they, the millennials are kind of, I think there was some boomers who had millennials. Definitely for the Gen Z folks, I'm 60s. So
Oh shit, I'm spurting out over here, Stanley. Shit, I gotta go here. Spurting out over here. And we're almost live here. Give me a minute, guys. Give me 1 minute. I just left Stanley's show. We have about an hour and a half to up here. Let me make sure we're all live everywhere we need to be here. We should be streaming live from the Urban Landlord Clips channel. We should be streaming live from there. And let me see if I can find my phone and then I can see where are we live here. Where are we live? Getting started while we're live, guys. Let me know how the volume is. All right, there it goes. It looks like we're live on the Urban Landlord. And so one of the things it seems to do when I go live from OBS, I'm using something called ATM or something like that, Adium or something like that, to go live on multiple platforms. So we should be live on the Urban Landlord and the Urban Landlord Clips. So one thing it does is it changes the title. So we're gonna update the title here and here, and I got a thumbnail from my phone though. I have to put it on there from my phone. So let me see if I can do that really quickly here. Oh, I can get it from the other one. I think I can get it from here. Give me 1 second here, guys. 1 second. Yeah. Just got to update this thumbnail here. It's just so people know what they're getting themselves into here. Uh, Alright, and okay, let me do that. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I want to do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do this right here. Where can I do that from? Okay, alright, alright. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm getting it up here. And I'm gonna do that. And almost there, guys. Almost there. And I'm gonna update this thumbnail. And I guess I'll do that. I don't have to do it just yet. I can wait on it for a little bit. Alright, there it is. Let me cancel that. Give me 1 second. Cancel that there. And let me see how many people we got watching here. Before I get started here, give you guys a little time to get in the building here. So I might as well do that while I'm waiting on it. Yeah. Give me 1 second while I'm waiting on you guys to get into the building here. I'll just say, and I'm gonna title that, and we're gonna get right into this thumbnail here. Let me put this thumbnail in here. There's the thumbnail. Okay. And there we go. All right. And I'm gonna edit that a little bit. Okay. I better not do that. I better not do that. I better not. I better not. Let me change that. Let me change that. I better not do that. Maybe toward the end. I'll set it at the end. This is go just me in the tuxedo here. Yeah, fucking YouTube probably would block that shit if I put that picture up there. Damn, I should do it in Canva though. I gotta crop it a little bit here. Anyway, we're almost about to get started. One second. Let me put my camera on. Camera. You always gotta cut them on, cut them off here. And where is my camera? Let's cut it on. Cut it off. There we go. There we go. And here we go here.
My face from walking down the block. Out just a scar face from
Why are we coming down the block here? And as I said just the other day, I got my corners back, and I was just going through Twitter and some of the things I saw on YouTube and Twitter and shit like that. Fucking amazing. And we're gonna go down. We'll go down my timeline. Some of the things I posted that I've seen. You guys let me know if you can hear my screen and everything here. Anyway, so we should be live here. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what do we have here. You know, I was starting off telling Stanley yesterday I was in Delray, Virginia. Very, very nice area in Virginia here. And so me and my lovely lady Lisa, we were out yesterday in Virginia, and this is what I saw here in the hamburger shop. And more to the point, let me see if I can show this to you. So here's the hamburger spot in Delray, Virginia. Is all Latino, and I'm saying, bro, the laziness of the blacks, it is empowering the Latinos here. Even my lovely lady Lisa said, damn, I can't believe this shit. This is all Latinos here running this place. And said, yeah, they got the whole spot here. And not only that, though, and you can see here, this is a hamburger spot. It's not a taco place. This is a hamburger spot, and the name of it is called Holy Cow. And one of the things I noticed as I left the Holy Cow was this right here. It was that this restaurant had another restaurant attached to it. And see, Holy Cow, Delray. And so this restaurant had another, and here's the restaurant right here, Holy Cow. You can see it here on the screen. John Galt went here yesterday, and shit, made that go back. Anyway, so this is Holy Cow, the restaurant here, and you'll notice here that right next door to it, if I can get into the map here, there's another restaurant, maybe 2 doors up, and that restaurant is a barbecue place. I think it's like right here, and they share employees. And you may be able to see it here on the screen here. They share employees. So this Holy Cow restaurant, I wish I could share it here on the screen. Here's a street view of it here. And this Holy Cow restaurant, you can never do it like you want to do it here. They share space, they share cooks with the restaurant next door. And that restaurant is here. You should be able to see it, whatever. Anyway, so there's another restaurant, I think it's some barbecue restaurant. And so these 2 restaurants somehow are able to share one set of Mexicans, some kind of Hispanics, as you can see them here. And they were running both of these restaurants. And they were running very well indeed there. And so this is one of the reasons why I say Donald Trump, and you have been hearing him talk about it now. He's loosening some of the standards on talking about maybe we need to make some exemptions for the hospitality industry, clearly the farming, seasonal workers, things like that. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up being cutouts for construction as well. And then the restaurant business, they're going to want to get into the game too. There was not one, kind of American born or whatever you would term it, working in this restaurant. Not one. In both of the restaurants, they were going back and forth. They even had on shirts of the other restaurant. Some of them had the shirts of the other restaurant on as they went back and forth. And again, they ran the whole restaurant. Not one American or like native born American here, or whatever you term it. And again, this restaurant probably could not work without these people. Just probably would not work. And these people, these business owners, clearly are going to have the ear of their politicians. And as I've suggested, Donald Trump will have to come up with some cutout. You just can't kick out people that are seemingly this productive. It just doesn't work that way. Let me pull up my chat here, guys. Give me 1 second. And so as I was going through, I forgot the title of this show. So the title of this show is Tulsa's Diamond Dick. Man, I was reading last night, and somehow I ended up on the Tulsa riots. I don't ask me how I ended up there. And we probably get into it a little bit later, but anyone ever heard of Diamond Dick? Tulsa's Diamond Dick. I never heard of this shit. Diamond Dick Rowland. He's the guy that led off the race riots in Tulsa, and he's very similar to the Emmett Till story, in that there was conflicting stories about him trying to rape a little girl that was working in the elevator or something like that, and so nabbed Negro for attacking the girl in an elevator, and the guy who started the entire riot off, his name was Diamond Dick. He was a Negro delivery boy who gave his name to the police as Diamond Dick. This shit been going on a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Diamond Dick. And this is what led to the ultimate Tulsa riots here, if you can believe that. He's the man who was arrested on South Greenwood Avenue by officers Carmichael and Pack. And I think one of these officers was black, by the way, and he charged with attempting to assault the 17-year-old white elevator girl in the Drexel building. And remember, this is very similar to the Emmett Till, in that Emmett Till, Carolyn Bryan, or whatever her name, she was working at a store. Emmett Till came into the store, rumor says that he was flirting with the lady or whatever. And so at that time, he would be trying in the municipal court. The girl said she noticed the Negro a few minutes, the paper said Negro, noticed the Negro a few minutes before the attempted assault, looking up and down the hallway on the third floor of the Drexel building as if to see if there was anyone in sight, but thought nothing of it at the time. A few minutes later, he entered the elevator, she claimed, and attacked her, scratching her hands and face and tearing her clothes. Her screams brought a clerk from Rendsburg store to her assistance, and the Negro fled. He was captured and identified this morning both by the girl and the clerk. He denied that he tried to harm the girl, but admitted he put his hand on her arm in the elevator when she was alone. And so that right there, unbeknownst to me, was the genesis of the Tulsa riots. And I guess I'll ask you guys, how many of you knew that was the genesis of the Tulsa riots as well? It's kind of amazing. I did not know that. But again, it's an allegation of a young black man chasing a white woman, a young white girl, and we don't know what the truth is or was it, but he admitted to putting his hands on that girl, and he should not have touched her. He should have kept his hands to himself. And all of this Tulsa wealth, this Black Wall Street that they say they built, it all was for naught, because it was all burned down over this one Negro here. Deeper into the story, they talk about how the blacks were, defending this young boy, kind of like George. If you're reminding me of George Floyd, this Diamond Dick, and they came to his defense, and he didn't seem to be the greatest of character guy here. And I just found it to be ironic here. We have another Diamond Dick and Puffy. He calls himself King from time to time. And here he's on trial, and all of his wealth being evaporated here with court costs and just the destruction to his business there. But anyway, again, Diamond Dick, the guy who led to the Tulsa riots that destroyed all of the Black Wall Street, as they tell it there. Diamond Dick, some history lesson for you there, guys. You never knew that there was a Diamond Dick. behind the Tulsa riots. Well, now you know here. And so back to my Twitter stream here. I found it to be very Diamond Dick here. Diamond Dick. And so anyway, back to my Twitter stream here. A couple things I noticed. So I talked about this restaurant, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit more here. And this is a Reddit post, and I was talking to Stanley about, and I talk about this all the time, about how a lot of, black people, they want to do business in these white communities, and in many cases they're not capable of doing business in these white communities, and they end up with issues like this. They want to operate their business in a black fashion, and in a white neighborhood, and this is my lovely lady Lisa's neighborhood. You can see that this restaurant, let me zoom in on it here, and I'm going to read it out for you. And this is from Reddit, the Northern Virginia blog post here, Reddit post. Kitchen Cray, which is a restaurant, and I'll show that to you in a second, guys. Kitchen Cray stands for crazy, is a black-owned restaurant in the Washington, D.C. area. And by and large, they had opened up mostly in the D.C. area, in the city. Maybe they had this restaurant in Prince George's County, but they ventured out into kind of the far suburbs in Springfield, Virginia, Alexandria. And I remember passing by the place, going to Lisa's place, and I was like, damn, this music is loud as hell coming from this restaurant. And I said to her, this place won't be open very long. And as you can see now, Kitchen Cray in Alexandria closes for good. And here's the Reddit post. Doesn't seem to be getting much, if any, press. But this place finally closed for good. Damn, I got my boy Johnny Boy calling here. What's up, Johnny Boy? He hung up. I get my Bluetooth working so I can put him on the Bluetooth when he calls back. Let me call him right now. Johnny Boy, you on live. Shit. Listen. Johnny Boy, you on live. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, hello?
Hey, Johnny Boy, you on live, man, with John Gall here. What's up? You get that wet vac for me? Hell no.
They said they had
They got you.
Drew said he had to use the joint, so I probably gonna have to get it tomorrow, but I can get it out some other way.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Shit, come by here if you got time. I got some work for you.
All right.
All right. Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Doesn't seem to be getting much press. It seems like the same story as the DC location. When Kitchen Cray first opened, they were running outdoor concerts / DJ nights well past ordinance hours with no permits. And ownership would not do anything about it. Any neighbors that asked were accused of being racist and attacking black-owned businesses. The place was right across from a church that had weekday services at night, but management did not give a F. People had to waste the police time and waste the time of county supervisors just to get help. But the restaurant owners wanted to do what they wanted to do, and they didn't give two shit about the neighbors or the neighborhood. Seems like the same exact story as the DC location. Guys seem great at cooking food and absolute shit at doing anything else, and that is the Kitchen Cray. And we'll look that restaurant up, and I want to make the point here. Again, these people want to go outside into these neighborhoods that are very foreign to them. And they want to do business in these neighborhoods as if these are black neighborhoods, and it doesn't work that way. And they had a rude comeuppance here when they when they realized that these people were not going for it. And so here's Kitchen Cray here. We'll see if we can find their Instagram. You'll see kind of what type of business Kitchen Cray was doing, and they chose the wrong neighborhood to engage in those kind of activities. And there's Kitchen Cray. Kitchen Cray, wow, look like here's their Instagram here. Wow, here's Kitchen Cray is leaving U Street here, 8th Street. And so here's a restaurant that couldn't even make it on 8th Street because of their behavior. And 8th Street is where we've done live streams from, and they want to take the same behavior that didn't work on 8th Street and take it to the suburbs makes no sense at all. And so it's not a surprise that they close down rather quickly here. And try restarting. Oh, here it comes. Any moment. I don't know what's up with this video. Anyway, so there was Kitchen Cray, this restaurant that tried their best to open up into this neighborhood. They really, here's a, hopefully this will play here. This was when they initially launched the venture. Here's probably the owner here. Hopefully this will play. What is up with the screen here?
And we have an update on a story we first told you about in August. That was when popular celebrity chef JR decided to shut down the H Street location of Kitchen Cray. He said the ANC was unfairly targeting him and his business, and he felt that some neighbors in that area were harassing his staff and customers. Now he's partnering with DC Capitol Square Bar and Grill on East Capitol Street in Northeast. His launch is happening tomorrow. It's called Brunch in the Hills, and this marks Chef JR's return to the food scene in the district. And there are still Kitchen Cray locations open in Maryland and Virginia, but he's found a new home for that H Street restaurant.
And so his Virginia restaurant closed and his DC restaurant closed here. And so it's just not atypical of a guy that clearly doesn't know what he's doing in business by trying to open up and handle business that way in Southern Virginia. I showed you this, guys. This is a bar downtown DC. $30 minimum just to enter per person minimum. And it's kind of how one of the ways they, when you know, they say dress code are racist. So here's what they did. Here's another guy saying the idea. I remember. Oh, I showed you guys this. I went into the Players Lounge. This is the bar right around the corner from me the other day. And here is the picture that I saw here. If you can believe this, this is me at the Players Lounge here, and this woman here, if you can believe her, had her pants on, inside out there, pants on inside out. Unbelievable, and the place was just absolutely filthy. Absolutely filthy. You know, people talk all the time about what type of music do black people like, and one of the things they've been saying was they say, well, black people like a lot of different music. So I was at Nomad at the bar the other night with my one of my tenants. He was working, and he says, man, like, no matter the age group, and it's mostly black people that come to this bar, they all prefer hip hop. That's just the music of choice. And like he said, you can listen to what we're playing here now. We're playing Future, and so, you know, I just found it interesting that the black people that they want to be seen as having a diverse taste in music, but wherever I go, it's always the same old music being played. You know, I saw this today, but before I play this, I want to play this. I want to play this. I want to play this right here. I hope I have it right here. Man, maybe it's in my email here. Give me 1 minute. It was a video of a little boy drowning. Did anyone see that video? It was a little boy drowning I'm not sure where it was, but he's drowning near a pool. And I think I have it. Maybe it's in my email here. But I really want to show you guys that. Maybe it's in my bookmarks. I'm not sure. Maybe it's in my bookmarks. But if anyone saw that video, I'm curious to know if you saw it here. Gosh, I gotta find this video. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is this video? Where in the fuck is this video? I know I have it here. Let me see. I have it. Oh, okay. I got a package. And I got this video, man. I gotta share this video with you. And like, let me put that on the screen while I'm looking for this video. So here's a guy saying blacks have no compassion for animals here. And this little girl is, and you just see the little girl here. Anyway, let me find this video. Man, I want to share this video with you. Yeah, I got it here now. I thought I sent that shit. I thought I bookmarked that shit. But I got it. All right. Here's this bookmark. Here's this video. I want to share with you guys. Let me refresh the page. So the title is Heart-Stopping Rescue. Is I think it's a 6-year-old boy nearly drowns here. Yo, I might have to stop one of these streams. Stopping it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, give me a little bit more bandwidth here. So here's the video. Damn, I don't know what the hell's taking so long to load. But here's a video of a young boy. He's drowning here, and oh man, you got to see this video. Oh no, he didn't drown. Did you see this video, Daniel Nixon? Did you see this video? No, he doesn't drown. Someone rescues him. So it's a heroic moment here of a young boy nearly drowning. Jeez, my internet's fucking slow here. And so here's the video. Let me see if I can maximize the screen. Here's the boy. Let me see if there's any audio. I don't think there's any audio to this video. But what I want you to pay a particular attention to is this here.
Pool's edge.
Yeah, so there is audio.
Video shows this 6-year-old boy slipping from an inflatable raft and plunging into the deep end pool. Almost immediately, it's clear he's unable to swim or even keep his head above water. The boy's cousin, who later told first responders he doesn't know how to swim either, desperately trying to help him from the pool's edge. A total of 108 pounding seconds pass, with the boy flailing and then underwater before finally help arrives.
And so someone said, why is he standing there? You know, I mean, if you play the video over again, and I'm going to do that, you'll notice he also had like a long bat or something in his hands. He could have got in at the edge of the water, as he did here. But he threw the damn bat down. Look, he had something that he probably could have reached out to the boy. Look, he got a long bat in his hand, right? And watch him throw the fucking bat down. This is fucking amazing. He threw the fucking thing that he could have used to help the boy. He threw the motherfucker down. Look, watch him throw it down. Throw it down.
An inflatable raft and plunging into the deep end of a pool. Almost immediately, it's clear he
threw the fucking bat down. This motherfucker threw the bat down. He didn't even get his shorts wet. Look.
unable to swim or even keep his head above water.
He didn't get his shorts wet. He got right up out that water. He got right up out that water. And I said, man, listen. And there was a comment to this video where someone said, basically, my initial thought was like, an animal, a dog. You throw them in water, they know at least pedal. Doggy pedal. And so they have a pool, but didn't bother to teach the older kid how to swim. Has he never been in the pool before? The younger one makes sense. He's a 6-year-old. But the older one, he didn't even seem alarmed about it. Just half-ass attempt to reach with his fucking hands. With his toes. How he was visibly sturdily on the... Oh, he fell off the raft portion. He fell off the raft. And someone says, I hope the worthless cousin lives with the shame for eternity. Well, then, shame. I don't think we're going to get shame. It's shocking how the cousin made zero effort to save the kid. Now, this is his family member. Right? This is his family member. Instinctively, you see one of your family members fall in the water, you jumping in there after them. Instinctively. He did not jump, didn't even get his shorts wet. That's how little of a damn he gave about his cousin. I think it was his cousin. Someone said 70% of the earth is covered by water. There's no damn reason not to teach your children to swim. It's a basic survival skill. Another person went on to say, fucking retard, flipping retard, couldn't save a drowning kid. And he goes on to say, it is not that hard to swim. Imagine not taking 3 hours to learn a basic human survival skill that could save your life one day. And on it goes there. And absolute dumbass, bro. I'm so tired. And you know, it gets worse. I mean, like, you know, again, bro, like, this was his fucking brother, cousin, whatever it is, and didn't even have just the instinctual, I gotta save this boy. And, you know, I mean, what can you do about that? You know, just that callousness is going to be very, very difficult to overcome there, honestly, in a little boy like that, willing to just let someone drown right in front of him. There was another video like this a few years back where kids were laughing as a man drowned. This is life or death. Cousin has to jump in there, hold on to that inflatable light like it's a life jacket and save that kid's life. Damn, if I only had a long bat he could grab hold of. You know. But, you know, there is some callousness there. And I think, you know, we talk all the time on these panels, they're trying to look for solutions. And I think part of the problem is what you saw in that video right there. This guy that had no regard for that young man and was willing to basically let him drown right in front of him, as opposed to even getting his shorts wet. You know, I saw this clip from Anton Daniels and, not Anton, I'm sorry. It was Cam Newton, but Anton Daniels, he did a react to it. So I think I have the original video here. Hopefully it'll load at some point. And so there's this, I think K Michelle, and she's talking about the difference between rap music and country music. So I want you guys to take a listen to this if I can ever get it to load here. I may have to go over to StreamYard here. Let me just do this shit. I'm gonna end one of these streams. I'm gonna end the vertical.